Were there games last year where you guys just felt just completely blown by the end, just sort of out of it?
I can't really say. I mean, our strength and conditioning coaches, that staff, Coach Elisaya, he has a really great staff, and those guys do a great job of getting us, physically and mentally ready for game days. So.
Junior, back in November when Travis went down, you probably thought, as a lot of people did, including Coach Witt, that his career was over. Talk about what it's like to have him back and what that means to the offense, just the morale and showing his toughness and resiliency.
Yeah, man, it was a huge, I don't know, the way I describe it is, as a little kid, you can't get candy from the store. It's something. It was just very, very sad for us. It took a big, toll on our team, and lose someone, someone as talented and as gifted as Travis. But to have him back now this year, he's ready to go. And I remember running hills. Somebody tweeted a picture. And, like if you look at him now, he's physically, he looks like a Spartan, man. He's got the six pack and everything going on, and he's more than ready. Just happy to have him around. He's a great leader. He's one of those guys that, definitely generates a lot of juice, a lot of energy, a lot of power in the locker room, and definitely motivates all of our guys. And so that's something that we're very grateful and we're blessed, to have him back. So.
Motivates you more to take care of him too.
Oh, definitely, yeah. A lot of, a lot of the injuries, definitely, we know that, we took it upon ourselves as an offensive line. We had a big part in that. And so, we're very, very, blessed, and grateful that he's healthy now. And so, definitely we're going to protect him even more this year. So.
Coach Witt talked about him kind of rediscovering his love for the game. What ways have you seen that from Travis, that he's really shown how much he's dedicated to football again?
Travis is one of those guys. He definitely, he's a very vocal guy, but not only that, but he's always in the action, doing whatever he can. I continue to see him, all throughout the locker room. In the weight room, and just on and off the field, he's just that leader. He's a great leader, and definitely a guy that's a great asset to our team. So.
The running game kind of struggled last year, a little inconsistent. You have more talented backs this year, with probably going to rotate three in. As an offensive line, you take pride in establishing that running game, even more so than they did last year.
Oh yeah, definitely. Coach Whittingham talked about some of the new running backs we have this year, man. And it just amazes me, at what they can do with with the gap, even like 3 to 4 inches. These guys can just. We have guys. Running backs are just slippery. They can just fit through these holes, and I'm just amazed at the talent and skills that they have. And so definitely it does motivate us. Guys up front, if we're able to do our jobs and secure our positions, then these guys are more than capable of doing a lot of great things. Moving the ball, getting first downs, even touchdowns.
And then, what can you learn from a game against a Big Sky team, against an FCS team? You beat Weber State 70-7. Idaho State was probably at that same level last year. Is this a way to kind of ease into the season, work out some kinks, and work on things before you get into the meat of it, because it's going to get a lot tougher?
Yeah, definitely. I mentioned before, you can't overlook any of these teams. They come out just as ready. They're going to put out their best guys. And we're all, fighting for the W. And so, you can't sleep on any of these teams. Teams such as Idaho State. To me, I look at these guys, just as I look at a Pac-12 team. They're on a schedule. They're just as hungry. But definitely, I'm very, very excited to come out this year. We spoke a lot about the offense. From an offensive standpoint, we spoke a lot about what the offense is capable of doing, and hopefully we can just do all that talking on the field now. It's been a long time, since our last game. Last year's really hurt us, not being able to go to a bowl game, and so this year's a new year. Definitely ready for game one, and we'll see how it goes.
Junior, in fall camp, we saw a lot of quick passes, a lot of quick out throws or whatever it may be. Does that work well for you guys as an offensive line, or and keeping up with the pace, or how does that work?
Yeah, whether it's passing, whether it's running, like I mentioned earlier with the strength and conditioning coaches, they do a good job of getting us, physically ready. I feel like our fitness has definitely progressed. And so sometimes when we get these little short passes, it does, man, it helps us a lot. You know, it's like, to me, I see it as a breather. You know, we're only blocking for like 1 or 2 seconds, and we got fast guys, you know, slot receivers. We got receivers like Drez and you know, K. Scott, as well as McClellan. You know, those guys, you know, they're able to, you know, catch those balls and, you know, take it out for, you know, 5, you know, plus, you know, first downs. And so, I mean, we know what we're capable of doing, and hopefully we can just come out and just put it on the field. So
I feel like the offensive line is gelling well, especially maybe with Jeremiah Patasi being a little more healthy and in shape this year.
Oh, definitely. I mean, we have guys who are very experienced. You know, we have a couple veterans, CJ Patasi, Siose Ayono. Isaac Asiata played a few games last year, and so I mean, what those guys, you know, have to bring to the table definitely is going to help us. I mean, yeah, definitely have, you know, with gelling and, you know, meshing. I think one thing we really did improve on a lot this year was our communicating skills. We kind of had, you know, little problems with that in the beginning, but now I think we're up to par now with our communicating skills. So.
A lot of conditioning with the higher tempo.
Oh yeah, I mean you don't really need to, you know, even do running. I mean, as far as right now, we don't really run. Because, you know, you're already, with all the drills and you know, everything that you're doing at practice, that's our conditioning right there. And so I mean, we'll do like a little 20-20s at practice, you know, get warmed up. And I mean with our fitness level right now, I definitely can see it's definitely has increased, and so definitely minimizes, you know, injury. And so I mean, yeah, these guys we did drop down. You know, a lot of the guys on the offensive line, Coach Christensen had us drop like, you know, 5 to 10 pounds, you know, for our benefit, and definitely, you know, it's helped us, and so it's definitely a positive.